Today, a really big pencil review. Hello everyone. Before we get started today, I have to offer my apologies once again for the horrible background noise. I filmed these in a loft of my home in order to get away from all the traffic and such like. But it's a period in Ohio in which we are experiencing a heat wave, and I pretty much have a fan or air conditioner or both running all the time up here. So the noise is there, but if I don't have that running, then I'll be sweating all over what I'm trying to do, which is just disgusting. So sorry about the noise, nothing I can do about it. Okay, today a pencil review, and this is from the Joseph Dixon Crucible Company. Very old name for the Dixon Ticonderoga Company. Actually, they were using this very old-fashioned sounding name up until 1983, I believe. They moved their headquarters from Vero Beach, Florida, I believe, to wherever it eventually ended up. Now they manufacture most of their pencils, Dixon Ticonderoga does, in China or Mexico, and I think maybe India now, I'm finding out. Thanks to Always Analog, I think he pointed that out. Anyway, until I came across these, I had never heard of the Dixon Big Mo 1000 pencil. Not something I'd ever heard of before, never seen one. So, first time, and I have this almost complete pack with very old-fashioned marketing here. Dixon Big Mo pencils, large diameter oversized eraser for bold marking and writing. 1 dozen. Sadly, it did not include 1 dozen pencils, but made in USA. Jersey City. Okay, so they were manufacturing in Jersey City at the time. As you can see, these are quite large pencils with very thick graphite core, as you can see. The name, by the way, I didn't mention. Dixon, Joseph Dixon Crucible Company. Graphite, in addition to being useful for writing implements, is useful for creating molds to form ammunition, weapons, things of that character. Its properties are useful in withstanding large amounts of heat, so the Dixon Company started out in that type of manufacturing, but then over the past multiple decades has focused on more peaceful uses for their graphite. Just for curiosity's sake, yes, I can confirm that that is indeed a large pencil. It makes for a challenging sharpening experience, and in fact I had to use the sharpener that my pop found somewhere in order to do it. This wouldn't fit in my regular sharpeners, not even in the wall-mounted multi-apertured crank sharpener. The biggest opening wasn't big enough for the girth of this sucker here, but I did get a point, and because it's such a fat pencil, and well, you get these stubby looking points when you have a big fat pencil and a short sharpener. So there we are. It's kind of almost a cherry red, like a metallic cherry red. Made in USA, Dixon, in quotation marks, Big Mo 1000. I'm not sure what that represents. Um, the print on all of these, I was kind of assuming it was in white, and the excuse me, the red maybe was rubbing off on the white print, causing it to look pink. But I think maybe it is just ever so slightly pink. Could be wrong on that. But it's kind of an odd look for a pencil named Big Mo. You know, to have this pink writing on it, I guess. The eraser, though, is pink. It's got a crimped on, the ferrule is crimped onto the pencil, but not to the eraser. It's glued in. Erasers are hard. So we know this is produced prior to 1983, so it's a good 40 years old at least. I don't know when they were making this. A Google search was unhelpful, except to find that there is apparently a comedian by the name of Big Mo Dixon. So for anyone who found this video while looking for Big Mo Dixon, I apologize. I am not Big Mo Dixon, but I can tell you a joke to make it worth your while, and then you can go look for actual Big Mo Dixon videos if you choose. There are these 3 statisticians that go duck hunting, and they all line up with their shotguns behind the duck blind, and a big fat slow lazy duck comes flying across the sky above them, and the first statistician fires off his bird shot in the direction of the slow duck, and somehow they're able to see that he misses just high, just a tad high. The duck is unperturbed and continues its slow flight over them. The second statistician aims and fires his shotgun, and they are able to see that he misses just low, just barely low. The third statistician excitedly tosses down his shotgun and, jumping up and down, exclaims, "We got him, boys." Okay, so now all of you are leaving, not just those who are looking for Big Mo Dixon. Back to the pencil. I'm a fan of large pencils. I think I've said before. The Laddie is one of my favorites. This easily outweighs the Laddie and is probably comparable to my first Ticonderoga. They feel very similar in size. I could get my calipers out again, but I have a hard time reading that with these glasses, which is why I didn't tell you what the reading was. It's big. It's a big pencil. It's a very large pencil. It also, as opposed to this my first Ticonderoga, is cedar. And when I sharpened it, I was able to tell it has the reddish hue. It still smells like cedar. It's kind of dried out over the years, so it splinters a little bit at first, but really got a pretty good point on it. No complaints from me. I'm going to grab a piece of paper and we're going to test out this 40, 50, 60-year-old pencil. See how it does. That's what's great about collecting pencils, with the exception of the eraser, and I'll address that if I haven't already in another video. This pencil will continue to be useful and able to be used probably for hundreds of years. The graphite, nothing happens to the graphite. It's bonded with the clay and whatever else is in there in such a way that it will still be usable when I'm long gone. You get a thick line. It's nice and dark and feels smooth. After all that time, it's still writing smooth. Probably can't hear it over that infernal air conditioner. But it doesn't make much of a scratch. It is a nice quality core and very thick. I could probably write for a good long time with just this stubby point and not have to sharpen because it is so fat. There will be, sorry about the exposure here, there will be plenty of usable graphite there. No matter how much I write, it may not be sharp and the line will get thicker and thicker, but lays down a really dark bit of graphite. I am a big fan of the Big Mo 1000. If you happen to come across any, which I doubt, seeing how I have only once, pick them up. Very nice example of American design, American manufacturing. Just a quality pencil from decades past, and I'm glad I found them. The Big Mo from the Joseph Dixon Crucible Company. Not in a store near you, but if you like big pencils and you like the Dixon Company, I still recommend not this, the Laddie. One of the best pencils currently manufactured. Not the best pencil currently manufactured, but one of the best. Thanks for joining me today for this pencil review of the Big Mo. Hope to see you here again next time.